But you can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
What's up, guys? Today I wanted to discuss, of course, the newly released information of Spider-Man 2 in no DLC. Now, let me just preface this video by saying, if you like Spider-Man 2 the game, if you enjoy the story, you enjoy the gameplay, I'm okay with that. That is fine. You enjoyed it, you liked it. If you don't have a problem with the DLC and there not being DLC and the game coming out in 15 months from the PS5 release, and you're okay with that, that's great. This is not the video for you. So don't continue watching if you enjoyed all of those things and you don't have a problem with that. This is not, I repeat, the video for you. This video is for the people who do have a problem with that, okay? I just want to make that abundantly clear. Having said that, because the issue when it comes to games like this, when it comes to companies like that, is that we have people who are glazing, all right? They are professional glazers that when I was talking about, because you all remember when Spider-Man 1, well, I was like, why is there no fall damage? And what did the glazers say? Well, Lucas, he's been playing, he's been Spider-Man for 6 years now. Why would he take fall damage, right? Just absolute idiocy. Because there's an understanding that you can justify anything within the game and within the game's logic. It's absolutely reasonable that he would take fall damage, okay? He's not perfect. And as far as when it comes to game design, what do you have? Now people are like, oh, wow, they have fall damage, they have fall damage. When I was talking about loop-de-loops, where's the loop-de-loops, right? Where are the loop-de-loops? Why can't I do a loop-de-loop? This is very slow speeds. Why are this, speeds for Spider-Man so slow? What did people say? Oh, you're nitpicking. Why are you nitpicking? Just be happy. Just be happy. What happens in Spider-Man 2? We get loop-de-loops and people are like, oh my God, loop-de-loops. The speed is faster. Oh my God, look at the speeds.
He's out of line, but he's right.
So one thing that we have to understand, and I'm not gonna say the Raimi army, but one thing, okay, the amazing animation army needs to understand is that we are pioneers of greatness. That's what we are. Because for every person saying, why would they do that? That's a nitpick. That is essentially one step forward towards innovation and towards greatness. One issue when it comes to Spider-Man 2 is, and when it comes to Insomniac Games, we'll focus on Insomniac Games. And let me just be clear. If Insomniac Games doesn't give me, as far as a review copy for the next game, right? If they want to completely stop giving me review copies, I'm okay with that. I don't need a review copy, okay? I'm a grown man, I got money. And if the game is dog water, which is what I generally feel Spider-Man 2 was, I'll probably do a separate video going over the problems and the faults and just the mediocrity that is Spider-Man 2. But overall, this game is not what Insomniac can do. It is not the greatness that they talk about. And the bigger issue above all of this is communication. It's one word, communication. They allow people, and you can do a simple little, YouTube search of Spider-Man DLC. You have all these content creators that they're constantly putting out content of, oh, here's what the DLC is gonna be about. Here's possibly what the DLC is gonna be about. Oh, it's confirmed, the DLC is gonna be about this. And it's all this clickbait bullcrap. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of it, but there is an audience for it. So you have all these people speculating about the DLC, oh, it's still possible, the DLC is still possible. And we're like 1 year out, okay? Let's just think about this. Spider-Man 1, they announced the DLC, okay? They announced the DLC, and even if they didn't, the DLC came out a few months after. Now I know people are like, but what about the leaks? What about the... Stop it, miss me with that nonsense. Leaks have not gonna impact as far as DLC that they were probably already working on, which apparently they weren't. That's not gonna impact that. You can miss me with that foolishness. Now, all of this, all of the backlash that they're facing right now could have simply been avoided by saying, hey, we're not gonna do DLC. We're not gonna do DLC for this game. Fine, got it, done. It's a wrap, be gone. It's the same thing, honestly, that goes back to the Raimi suit. If they just said, hey, we're working on it, let us cook, fine, got it. But the thing is with Insomniac, and this has nothing to do with Sony, because what a lot of these freaking, Insomniacs, what they love to do is blame Sony. Sony has nothing to do with Insomniac's piss poor communication. Insomniac had piss poor communication with Spider-Man 1. Okay, does no one remember that? That they went a year with no information, no responses, nothing. And we have to understand that the social media manager, right, according to the leaks, these guys are clearing above 100K, way above 100K. Can you imagine being a social media manager? What is his name? James Stevenson, making almost 200K to tell people to say nothing? You're making nearly 200K to say nothing, to say, well, hi guys, the DLC, no DLC, but enjoy this update. Like, what? Like, no wonder, Sony is hurting right now. They're overpaying people to do absolutely nothing. That's why they're hurting, okay? And then they're putting out these garbage games that nobody's asking for. And they think they can substitute actual innovation and creativity with remakes. No, I'm sorry. Maybe these new gamers are all excited about the remakes of this and the remakes of that and the remasters of that. By all means, you can have it, okay? But for the rest of us, that ain't gonna fly. It's just not gonna fly. So when you come out and say no DLC, but then announce a PC launch, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? Because the game just came out not too long ago. This is 15 months, if I'm not mistaken, from the release, that you're now launching the PC version of the game. If it gets to a point where the PC and the PS5 version launches at the same time, bro, I'm selling my PS5. It's as simple as that, because it has no value. Might as well just upgrade my PC. I've been looking to get a 4090 anyway. Why would I get a, why? Why would you do that? It just doesn't, it makes no sense whatsoever. Now, having said that, I'm all for the PC launch, to be honest with you, because within the leaks, anyone who's seen the leaks, heck, you've probably been playing the PC launch as is, okay? We've been playing the PC version of Spider-Man already. So for those who are, going to be getting the PC version of the game, I mean, more credit to you. Maybe we can get some actual good mods. Maybe we can actually get some suits. Maybe we can make Mary Jane not look like a man. I'm very much excited for the PC launch. Let me just be clear on that. I have no disrespect for the PC launch, because what these fools did for Spider-Man 1 on the PC, Lord, I tip my hat to the modders and those that were coming out with the suit designs, the options, all that. I look forward to that for Spider-Man 2 on the PC. I'm just saying, Insomniac is trash. Oh. What they have done to Spider-Man 2, everything from Mary Jane looking like a man, from her jumping in front of Peter. I find it interesting how people try to justify that scene. It's wild to me. You're talking about a person who has superhuman strength, right? Who has a spider sense of danger, and somehow Mary Jane got the jump on all of that, and then he's crushed by a refrigerator. I hate Brian Intihar. Honestly, I think Brian Intihar needs to be fired, or he needs to be working on another job, because what he did to Spider-Man 2, and he's even admitted it in interviews where he's like, yo, I had to tell Sony that we weren't gonna hit the deadline. You weren't gonna hit the deadline because your focus was too much on Mary Jane than actual Spider-Man. Brian Intihar, that's why you didn't hit the deadline, okay? That's why. So maybe for Spider-Man 3, and I would argue the hype for Spider-Man 3 has plummeted, okay, completely plummeted, because you have a whole bunch of loose ends. You're telling me you're gonna go into Green Goblin, because that's what they've been talking about, Spider-Man 2, freaking Norman Osborn, everything's green. Green this, green that, green screen, green makeup, green hat, green shirt. Like, we get it. We get it. You're going Green Goblin. We got it. Give me the G serum. Like, bruh, how about you show us and don't tell us? This is like piss poor storytelling. Nevertheless, you got that. You got Harry still alive. Okay, so they couldn't even kill Harry off. This story was absolutely pointless, because nothing is lost. Like Spider-Man 1, it had its faults, but something was lost. The absolute pivotal point of Peter, of him being Spider-Man, was shown there. The symbology of everything that took place of, hey, I have a great responsibility, right? With great power comes great responsibility. I can save Aunt May, or I can save millions of people. That's the job. And, that's what, he lost something. What did he lose here? He didn't lose MJ. Not that that would be a loss, because she's been a complete ass to him since day one. Since Spider-Man 1. These writers are ass. That's what they are. So he didn't lose that. He didn't lose Miles. What did he lose? He lost nothing. He didn't lose Harry, because Harry's still alive. He lost absolutely nothing. The story was a joke. So we have that. We have Chameleon. Hello, y'all remember Chameleon? We have Cassidy, Cletus Cassidy, Carnage. So you tell me, and then we have Silk. That's right, they put Silk into this. So you're telling me they're gonna wrap all of that up in Spider-Man 3? Miss me with that nonsense. Miss me with that nonsense.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Allegedly, they were supposed, well, not even allegedly, according to leaks, they were supposed to do a Venom game. I don't know how you do a Venom game based off of Spider-Man 2. What are you talking about? Based off, what? It doesn't even make any sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. So I would argue that I don't know what they're doing. I think many people, based off of what they did with Spider-Man 2, and that was their third game, bruh. We had Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, and then Spider-Man 2. That was their third game, and they failed. That's what they did, they failed. I would be shocked to see Spider-Man 3 outpace or do record numbers bigger than Spider-Man 2. I would be shocked because I think they let so many people down with Spider-Man 2. So many people down. I just think that the IP of Spider-Man should go to someone else. It really should. Because I don't want to see Insomniac do this again. I don't want a garbage story. I don't want a bunch of little baby, changes to combat or to gameplay. I don't want to see that, bro. I want an actual, give me the Arkham Asylum for Spider-Man. Give us what we deserve. Now, I'm not saying we deserve DLC or that we deserve Insomniac to respond to. I'm not saying any of that. But communication is key. And I think for the quality that Insomniac can do, they didn't show it with Spider-Man 2. They didn't show it. Like, a lot of this stuff was just a bunch of gimmicky stuff. Like, oh, I can click on any point of the map and he can go to that point of the map instantaneously. Okay, and? Why would I do that? Why? Give me one reason why I would do that. Just to see the little animation? What? It's a pointless feature in a game when your main traversal mechanic is web swinging. Most people get the game to web swing. So to say, hey, we got this whole little gimmicky feature where you click here and you automatically go there. Okay, I'm never gonna do that, but thanks anyway. I think the suits have been trash. I think, everything about this has been garbage. Even the suits that they gave to us later down the road, which they originally were trying to charge for, garbage. Everything has just been lackluster about this development and about the team. Nothing about this game has been, special. Nothing about it has been, extraordinary. And I think that is a reflection of what's to come for Spider-Man 3. I'm just really upset with the company, with the development, with everything, okay? With really everything involved. I want them to leave the Spider-Man IP alone, and apparently they clearly are because now they're focused on Wolverine. And the Wolverine leaks, from what I've seen, that looks cool. I don't have an issue with that. I've seen the Wolverine leaks. I'm interested in that. Okay, I'm interested. I'm very much interested in Wolverine. But overall, I don't know. I think they need to switch the director for, Spider-Man 3. I think when it comes to the story, they need to clean house. They need to clean house. I just find all of this news just very disheartening. I find it disheartening, and I'm not really excited for the future, unfortunately. For the first time in my life, I'm not really excited for the next Spider-Man game. And I think that's sad. And I think a lot of people feel exactly that same way. If they're at the bare minimum, they have some trepidation for what Insomniac's gonna do, due to their inconsistency with quality that they've shown on display, But anyways, that's the video. I wanted to get that off my chest. I'll do a deep dive into, the real true mediocrity of Spider-Man 2. We'll do that on another video. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, keep animating.